Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Throwback Thursday. Hey, Throwback Thursday, and today's throwback will be the Snow Wolf 200 watt box mod. Now, this is the limited edition box mod. I've tried to find the original, but they only had this where I picked it up from, and I'll tell you where I picked it from. I picked it from SMKD because luckily they had one lying around in the cabinet. I was like, oh, I gotta get me that for the Throwback Thursday. Hey, so nevertheless, let's dive down. Let's see what we get in the box and check all and whatnot, all the stuff on the board itself and everything, and we'll go back up top and I'll tell you guys what I think of the device. And yeah, let's go. Hey, right up. It's a Snow Wolf 200. I know I'm cutting off, but Snow Wolf 200 watt temp controller as well. And it says red, but it's actually a maroon red. So here's the box itself. Obviously nothing on each side except for the back. Now on the back there's loads of information as normal, so you can go through that for yourselves. And there you go, let's open the box. So first of all, we do have obviously the warranty card. Let's put that to one side, and then the user manual itself. So there's actually kind of a long information on both sides. Now, just to get something out of the way first, okay, it's got temperature control like it said on the box, but when it just tells you to press the plus and minus simultaneously, it's not working for me. It does work, but for some reason it's not letting me go on. But I don't use temperature control anyways, so I kind of give that a slight con already. That's not letting me put it into temperature control, because if someone else wants it and they may use temperature control, it's just a bit of a irritating process to get into it, even though you press plus and minus. So that's out the way. Okay, and we'll get, here is the mod itself. So this is the front. You can see the screen. It's a very tall device and square, but it's like rounded off on the edges. Okay, so here's your screen just right here. Obviously it's got a nice gloss finish to it. It's going to be fingerprint, so be prepared for that. Here's the back. You can see the Snow Wolf right there, and on the other side it's just plain. And on the front you do have fire button, plus, minus, and there's modus logo. And then on the bottom some battery ventilation right here, and then on the other side the 510 pin. I would already like it to be in the middle. 510, it looks so nice in the middle. And we'll check if it's spring loaded. Let's just get it here. Yeah, it's pretty spring loaded indeed. Right, now on this side, on one of the plain doors, the door panel, so there's a little lifter here and a little grab. The off is this. It's quite a bit of like a metal. Yeah, so it's like a stainless steel metal, but it's got some weight to it, even the door itself. And on the other side you can see the magnets too there, and there's one big one right there as well. And then here is your inside. So your magnet at the top and at the bottom, two batteries here. It's easy to take out. Put these at the side, and there's the insides. Plus, minus, plus, minus. Obviously it's been out for a while, a long time, but again I would like white so you can see better. And then you got the two prongs at the top and at the bottom as well. I still very skeptical with these prongs. I don't like them, but it's pretty simple and easy to put in. So your negative top, let's put that over that first. Negative top, I put it in like almost flush. I'll push it right in, if it wants to. There you go. And the plus, let's put this over. There you go. Magnets, it's on. The one at the bottom is more stronger than the top. It's bigger, but it's it feels more stronger, but it will stay on and it doesn't come off. There's a bit of button rattle, but it's not the case. It's not so bad anyway. But it's a nice, clean finish. I really like that as well. And the buttons protrude out pretty nice as well. And here is the screen. So what we'll do is, I know it's a bit pretty straightforward. So what we'll do is, there you go. I know it's a bit hard to see. We'll go sideways, being a bit different, okay? But you do have your battery indication, you do have your ohms, your voltage, your wattage, and then your power. It's pretty straightforward, okay? And obviously temperature control, the plus or minus, like I said earlier, it's just not working for me. So again, I'll give that a little con. But it changes obviously on the temperature control right here, and then you can adjust, when you go through it, you can adjust your wattage as well. So you change your wattage and you change your temperature control as well, and then battery indication. It'd be nice to have two. Just push this over a little bit more, make the font a little bit smaller, and put an extra battery in there because it's a dual battery. That's what I would have preferred as well. So if I press the fire button and the plus, it shows system locked, and then press them again at the same time if it wants to. Unlocked. There you go. If I press the power button and the minus, well, there's no atomizer, but what it does is, let's put one on. Let's put one on for now. What it does is, if I press them at the same time, it shows new call or old call, plus for yes, minus for no, and it's not the new call. So there's not much to it. It's got a bit of weight to it. It's tall. It's pretty big in the hand as well, as you can see right here. It's a nice beefy size actually, quite a squared off device right here, but it is a very, very nice finish as well. I like the Snow Wolf at the back. It's only 18650s obviously as well. It's got a lot of safety, I know it's regulated, a lot of safety features. High voltage warning, low voltage warning, low resistance, reverse battery protection. That's all stainless steel like frames. Well, the material itself, but this is the maroon version as well. Short circuit protection as well, and the 510 is gold plated as well. It's pretty much simple. The output voltage 0.5 to 7, minimum resistance 0.05 that you can run down to. So 100. Well, this is a 200 watt. It starts out at 1 watt as well. Oh, and another thing on the screen as well. Let's go all the way down. It's quite fast-ish, pretty fast. But it goes from 5 to 200, like I said a minute ago. But what it does is, obviously, you can see. Let's go up a bit. 0.1 increments. Now that will do 0.1 increments up to 50 watts. Okay, let's go to 50. Right, 50. Now from 50 onwards, it goes to 0.5 increments. Yeah. Up to 100. Now when we get to 100, it's a bit quicker. Now it goes in one increment from 100 up, as you can see right there. So that's a nice touch, but I'd have just kept it all one increments. That's just me. But on this build I got a 0.16, so let's put that to like, let's keep it 85 watts. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna say this now. The main con about this is the ramp up time. About this. So I've got a 0.16 in here. It doesn't matter. When I press and hold, it starts at 1.76 volts on mine. Yeah. So that's really too low for this. It's not ramping up. I'll have to press and hold. And when it starts to fire, it goes to 3.68 on mine for my build. That's when it's firing. It's just a really, really slow ramp up for my liking. It's not firing up straight away as well, and as you can see, when I ramp it, the battery does go, the indication does go down, and it goes back to its actual original battery life itself. But it does take a lot of power, but depends on your build as well. So I think that's pretty much for this mod itself. I can't say nothing else about it, but let's go back up top and I'll tell you guys what I think of this device. And yeah, let's go. Yep, so that was this. My wattage was a bit low, then let's bring up to like 90 watts. There you go. That was the Snow Wolf 200 watt TC box mod. There you go, in the limited edition, which is the maroon red, which almost looks pink, but you can get different colours. Now, what do I think of this? Let's go with size. The size, it depends how, well, I like the size anyway. That's just me. Some people don't like the size. If they want like a big kind of beefy box mod, okay, then there you go. And it's nice and it's not too sharp as well. It's just got some curves at the top. On the sides, obviously, it doesn't, but it kind of slightly does, so it's not so sharp. But it's very, very nice. To say it's an old device, back then it's comfy. Let's have a quick tug. Yeah, I like the design. I like the Snow Wolf. This is, like I said, it's been out for so long. This mode it's very clean as well. And there's 2 logos in front. Some people also subjective. They made us left out the as Modus logo or put it somewhere else. But I think it's cool on that side, and I like the wolf on the back as well. Easy to put your batteries in. The battery door is nice. That ain't coming off one bit at all. Easy to put your batteries in. Done. Job done. It's got some it looks like it's got some durability to it. So if you drop it, it may chip a bit, but I don't think it'll affect much at all with this really. The screen at the top is I think it's in a nice position. So when you feel like changing, all the buttons are in position where your fingers are as well, and you can look at the screen and be like, right, I can just change it up and down. It's easy to function. Besides the temperature control, because it's been a nuisance. No matter how many times I press it or anything, it just won't go to temperature control. So it's like a slight con from there. For me personally, and the con obviously the voltage. So if like now it'll ramp, it's still got a slow ramp start. But if I left it for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I went to go vape, it'll go back to the 1 point odd volts, and it'll take a while to ramp up. So you have to press and hold until it ramps up quickly. Then that's when you can use it. So that's a slight con as well. On the top, or as well as with the width, the diameter width, you can fit a 24, 25. But the thing is, on the sides it's flush. On the front, because of the way the mod's designed, let's bring this up a bit closer. The way this is designed, so on the side it's nice and flush. On the front it's got a bit of overhang. Can you just see it there? Because the way it's designed, right there, and it's just, you can see the lips sticking out. So I'd say like a 22 millimeter, 24. If you're not really bothered about that, then by all means go for it, and you can try and ignore it. But the build quality, I think it's nice, the build quality. To say it's been out for a long while. Battery vent, all good. And all the safety features is a good job. The screen is simple. It's very basic and simple. Do you know what I mean? Nothing too complicated in that range of screen, or using the function buttons. Do you know what I mean? Up and down. And the increment as well. Like, it's weird. Like 0.1 increment to 50 watts, and then 0.5 from 50 to 100, and then 1 from 100 upwards to 200. I think that's weird. I don't know why. I think I would have left it as 1 increment all the way through. Made life so much easier. That's just me. That's all subjective, but I think that's pretty much about it. All I can say about this device as well. So now price points. Now this is weird because this is not easy to find. Okay, I bought this from SNKD. The shop is £40 for the mod. Okay, and the limited edition, and they've got more in stock as well. On the website they don't have, but in the shops, if you find SNKD nearest to you, then fair enough. Or if you find any other shops that might stock them in, it's best to probably ring the shop first. Though shop wise, some shops I don't suggest to go online because they might need updating. So I'll just ring up the place and just say, look, have you got these in? There you go. Online is a little bit harder. The only place I've been trying to look around for so much, and the only place I could find is Element Vape. Now, Element Vape is pricey, man. Like, it's the same mod. This is showing $114. It's out of stock. $114 $95. That's crazy, man. to say how long it's been out, it should have gone down in price by now. Well, on this website, but I think you have more of a chance maybe ringing up the shops or anything and find it. Like I managed to find it, and I got more in stock at SMKD. So again, if it's nearest to you, order it through them, or ring up the shop and say, if you got one in, if you say yes, order it through them, and then they'll probably ship it to you as well. So there you go. If you can keep looking around and find a website that's like kind of legit and then they won't mess you over, then there you go. All power to you. There you go. So yeah, put links in the description and whatnot. Not for that, just for everything else for us. And yeah, if you like it, give a subscribe and a thumbs up, which is much appreciated. If it's a thumbs down, let me know why in the comments so I can improve. And I will see you guys in the next Throwback Thursday. God damn.
Watch how I move with the wind, nigga. The type of juices that he ooze from his skin or losing your skin. It's like, oh shit, you losing it.